Well, good afternoon. It is Saturday, January the 6th, and I hope Rhonda is happy because it's snowing outside. We're going to go straight into the King James Bible, the book of Genesis, chapter 6. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. And there were giants in the earth in those days. And after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they had bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man, whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with God. And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms thou shalt make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. A window thou shalt make to the ark, a window thou shalt make to the ark, and in a cubit thou shalt finish it above. And the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof. With lower, second, and third stories thou shalt make it. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. From under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die. But with thee I will establish my covenant. And thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons and thy wife, and thy sons' wives with thee. And of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark, to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female. Of fowls after every kind, of cattle after every kind, of every creeping thing of the earth after his kind. 2 of every sort shall come unto thee, to keep them alive. And take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be for food for thee and for them. Thus did Noah according to all that God commanded him, so did he. Isn't that sad? That when we look at that chart from yesterday, we can see that after 1,656 years, man had corrupted the earth so much that God just wanted to wipe it all clean. 1,656 years. Look what we've done in 2,000 years. I said that yesterday, didn't I? But, it's worth repeating. Something that I don't think a lot of people notice straight away Let me find it here. Okay, this is chapter 6, verse 18. But with thee will I establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons and thy wife and thy sons' wives with thee. God says, come into the ark. He didn't say, go into the ark. He said, come in. If someone comes and knocks on your door, you say, come on inside, because you're inside and you're inviting them in. You don't say, go inside my house when you're on the inside. You say, come inside. God was with them in the ark. Now that may be of little relevance, but I think it's an amazing thing, because God is telling us right then and there that he is with us always. He said, come into the ark. That's where I am. That's where I want you to be with me. And Noah did. He went into the ark. Now we'll go back to the beginning. The sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair. There's two different races here. The daughters of men and the sons of God. The sons of God are very often referred to as angels. I know we can sometimes, but there's a difference here. There's two different races. These were fallen angels. Why were they fallen angels? Because good angels wouldn't mate with women. And so they mated with women, and they had wives, and they had children. And these children, there were giants in the earth in those days. And also after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, they bare children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth. You know, we hear in ancient folklore from Vikings and probably other races and their beliefs about God's mating with women. And this is true. This happened. Now, things get distorted, but this is what happened. This is what happened. This is supposedly where the Nephilim came from. Now, we don't say the word Nephilim in here, so I don't know where that comes from. I'll have to see if that crops up later. But you can see that there was great wickedness in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. This is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. This is the whole earth was evil. How we must be hurting God right now. When he looks down, he sees the wickedness that's being performed on this world. But isn't it good to see that Noah, in verse 9, Noah walked with God. Enoch, in verse 22 of 5, and Enoch walked with God. Two righteous men walked with God, and God spoke to him. And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me. But notice also how earlier on, he numbered our days 120 years. He says, if you're going to be so wicked, I'm cutting your lifespan. This was prior to the flood. And today, we don't live any more than 120 years, maybe 121, 22, the oldest, I don't know. We'll be lucky to make that. If I do, well, I'm middle-aged right now. Can you see how God has a tolerance level? Do you understand this now? We're getting to learn who God is, how he thinks, how much he loves us, how much he cares. And we can see here that God has a tolerance level. How close are we to that tolerance level nowadays? We need to get to know God better. And this is how we're going to do it. Now you can see that he gave Noah very specific instructions about building of the ark. Chapter 7, we go into greater details. I hope you realize this is very important for us to understand. This is no longer a child's story about the ark and the animals and, all the animals went into the ark 2 by 2 and all this stuff, We're talking about God here. This is about God and how he thinks, how he feels, how he behaves. God is a living God, and we need to get to know him better, because the greater we know the Father, the easier it is going to be to walk with him. Thank you for listening. Have a safe day. I want to see all your snow pictures posted on Facebook, and stay safe. Stay safe. Stay safe. Don't go taking risks. The ground is still warm. This snow is going to be melting pretty fast, and that's going to make for a slick surface underneath those tires. So take it easy. Drive snow if you have to go out there. Remember, God loves you. I love you too. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye for now.